If you haven't already, I ask you guys to check out the Street Humans Kickstarter, my own action figure line. We have 2 figures available now, and hopefully we have more if we hit those stretch goals. Link is in the description below. Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Marvel Legends action figure review on the Marvel Knights Luke Cage Power Man. Oh my goodness, I've been wanting a classic Luke Cage or Power Man for quite some time, and we finally have one right over here from Hasbro. We had the Toy Biz version, but now we got the new one. I'm excited about it. We're going to talk about it, but first, we're going to hit that theme song.
ShartimusPrime, ShartimusPrime, reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking bad shit,
You guys noticed, but we got a window on the packaging over here. I'm happy to say, very happy to see it. Thank you, Hasbro, for bringing this back. Oh, yeah, so much better. Just so much better. I like the Marvel Knights logo right there on the side. You can see some nice artwork of Luke Cage, and then on the back, you can see Power Man. There's a read-up over there. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it right now. There's the other figures from the wave, and then you get another, or same image of Power Man, just reversed on this side right over here, or inverted. Then you have a spot-varnished Luke Cage logo on the top. Not much more at the bottom, so let's get to it and crack this thing open. And if you're trying to get your Marvel Legends, you can do so at
big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
And here's Power Man out of the packaging. And this is a pretty cool looking figure. I gotta say, the head sculpt does stand out to me. Like, I really like the head sculpt over here. I actually like how the figure looks overall. However, I think the color of yellow they chose for this is a little on the bright side. I don't know. I'm going to get into my complaints and things that I wish they had done in a moment. But I'll also talk about the things that I do like. But first, let's get a closer look at the accessories. So not a whole lot of accessories to ask for. We get the Build-A-Figure piece, and we just get an even set of hands over here. You can see we have these open hands, which we've seen. You could get them to hold stuff if you want them to, throw stuff, I guess. And then you have the fisted hands, which I'm mostly going to have them displayed with. But I am still glad that we do get the set of extra hands regardless. So I mostly am very happy with this head sculpt. I really like the paint. The paint looks really good. It looks very realistic to me anyway. I will say the right eye does look like it's a little bit more centered than I think it should. So not everything's perfect about the paint. I do have my gripes, but I think it's looking very realistic. It has that realistic look to it that makes me happy to see with the Marvel Legends. You can see the tiara or the headband going all the way around over there. You could shift it around some, so if it looks like it's a little bit crooked in one area, you can shift it there. The hair looks okay. I don't know. I'd like to know what you guys got to say about the hair in the comment section. It looks a little bit weird to me with some of the bumps and indentations in there, but, you know, I can't remember off the top of my head if it's supposed to look like this or not, but I just thought it was supposed to look a little bit smoother than some of the dents we're seeing right over here. But you let me know, especially if you're African American. Let me know what you think of the hair on this figure. The open shirt and everything, we got the V-neck. Looks pretty good, man. I think the sculpted detail, the paint applications look great. I don't think this was reused from anything. It looks like it's all brand new stuff right over here. The bright yellow does seem a bit bright to me though. So it is a little extra bright, and when you lift the arms up, you could totally see a lot of extra flesh tone underneath here. I don't know if they could have maybe, you know, brought this in a little bit closer. We don't really have a butterfly joint here, so it's just the peg inside there. So I'm kind of curious why they couldn't close this up or get this a little bit closer to that port. If they had a butterfly joint, then I would understand, well, yeah, you need room for that to swing forward and back. But we don't have a butterfly joint, so I don't know why they have such a huge gap around right over here. Then you can see the gunmetal gray for the wristbands. You have the chain right over here looking pretty cool, and this is a separate piece, so it'll move all the way around. I think the hips and legs are all new. Again, we get pinless joints, nice wrinkles over here. Again, the yellow, I wish it had a little bit of shadowing effect to it, like a little bit of an orange fade. That would have been really cool to see. It's so bright yellow over here. So yeah, I kind of missed that. I wish it would make the wrinkles and everything stand out a little bit more on the figure too, I think, right? So a little bit more shadowing would have been nice. So the articulation is okay. There's things I like about it, things that I don't like. I appreciate the ball joint with the hinge. However, with the hair and the collar, it won't really look up that far. That's as much as I can get out of looking up. You will look down quite a bit, shifts forward and back like a pile driver. You get side-to-side motion, a little bit of head tilting right there. No butterfly joint, as I mentioned, but you can get the shoulders reaching above the 90-degree mark. They move all the way in. You could rotate a full 360. That may be the reason why they cut some of this off, so you could move that all the way in. Because, yeah, if it went all the way up to there, they would stick out a little bit. So would that be worth the trade-off? I don't know. Up to whoever designed it. You get a bicep swivel right there, and then you get the double jointed elbows, and then the wrists turn side to side, and they all hinge up and down. No torso articulation until you get to the waist, so you can rotate at the waist, get some waist pivoting, moves forward a little bit and back a little bit. Wish we had a diaphragm cut in there somehow. Maybe underneath this would have been kind of cool. I don't know. You have hips that move outward that far, and he will kick forward and not really back so much. Upper thigh cut. You get the pinless double jointed knees. No boot rotation. How come? I really missed that. And they could have done that here or underneath the cuff, but you get none. That's the thing that frustrates me the most with this figure. It's like they could have easily done that. You got to port it together anyway in the factory. Why not make a joint out of it? Anyway, you can move the ankles down, up, and you get beautiful ankle pivot. Now, to measure out this Power Man figure, you could see that he is standing a little bit taller than 6.5 inches, closer to 6 3/4. I drove myself crazy looking for my Toy Biz Luke Cage, and I was not able to find it, but I do have my 2 Hasbro Luke Cage figures. We have the Thunderbolts STCC exclusive right over here, and then here's the Defenders 4-pack version. And you can see the yellow is definitely a whole lot brighter than these two, as it should. I do feel like, the color of yellow is accurate. I just would have preferred there being some shading. Like if they had this darker yellow over some of the parts of this one right here, that would have been nice. Then here's Luke Cage next to my Street Humans prototype, and then we have the Netflix series Luke Cage right over here. And yeah, you can see how all 3 of these stand at almost the same height. Then here's Luke Cage Hero for Hire next to a couple of Iron Fist figures. We have my choice Hasbro Iron Fist right here from the Defenders 4-pack. And then we have the Toy Biz Iron Fist, which I'm sure we're going to see Hasbro remake soon enough. But this also does have that shadowing effect that I was talking about. Similar color yellow, but you can see the shading right there on the head. Looks cool, right? Then here's Luke Cage next to my Street Humans prototype. And then we have the Netflix series Luke Cage right over here. And yeah, you can see how all 3 of these stand at almost the same height. Okay, I gotta try some head swapping really quick though. I'm just a little bit curious with these ones over here. All right, yeah. Hey, that all fits, kind of. I don't know. A little funny to see. Just want to see that happen. In case you're curious, I'm kind of curious. What do you think? Yeah, see that Power Man head does fit on there. We got an Eon head kind of fitting on here. Let's try and mess with that. Snaps on right there perfectly. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Huh? Then here's Luke Cage next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Inner Letdown Spider-Man. Whoa, it's Luke Cage, Hero for Hire. You got unbreakable skin, and I got unbreakable face. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please go ahead and feel free to hit that like button. And if you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And big thanks to all of you for watching my video. I really do appreciate it. And this figure is cool, man. I have my gripes about it. What can I say? The gripes are definitely there. I'm not really too bummed out about the lack of a mid-torso joint. I really would have liked to have had a diaphragm joint underneath that V-neck. But, it works okay. It's not the most flexible of my Marvel Legends figures, but it's a version of Luke Cage I've been wanting to see Hasbro do for a while. And I'm mostly happy with this offering. I'm frustrated with the lack of rotation at the boots. To me, that's just like a really easy thing to just include with the figure. I really do love the head sculpt. There's some things with the hair that kind of trips me out a little bit. So I'm still curious to know what you guys think about that. And I wish there was some more paint apps on the figure. So there are definitely a whole bunch of little things here that I think could have been done better. Maybe close the gap around the arms, So there's a bunch of little things here that do kind of peck at the figure for me. But for the most part, I think it's a pretty cool Luke Cage figure. I do like having it. And at the price point of around $25, I'm going to give this Power Man figure a Sun rating of...
It's not too bad.
And I'd like to know what you guys think. So please let me know in the comments section below. If you want to see the latest in Marvel news, be sure to check out MarvelousNews.com. And if you want to stay in touch with me on social media, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and on whatnot. And I will catch you guys later. Peace. Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.